Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm creating the last page in one of my mini traveler's notebook inserts. I have created this a while ago and I will link up the how-to tutorial in the upper right corner so you can check that out. You see my page has already some black gesso on it, and now I go on top with some white gesso, but of course I'm leaving some of the black so I get kind of a grungy effect. I've used a heavy gesso because I want to have a good coverage of the black, and if you use a thinner gesso you have to add more layers to get it covered up. I now go in with acrylic paints. I'm using the paints from Amsterdam and I picked out 2 blue shades and I just apply them with a brush. Seems I went with 3 blue shades, sorry for that. I did this page I believe 3 weeks ago and so I can't remember every step. I always clean my brushes on a piece of paper so I don't waste any paints, and I can use these papers later for collaging or to create new art journals. I now go in with a little bit of white paint. I wanted to add some marks with an acrylic fine liner, but this ended up so ugly, and I didn't like the final result that I will later just go over them and remove them from my page. I really like these fine liners for doing some writing over a page, and they are really nice, but over time it becomes pretty hard to get the paint out because I have them for about 2 or 3 years now and it's still the original paint inside, so maybe I have to mix it with some fluid medium to just make it more liquidy. And here I decided that I don't like the texture and I just go over it with my scraper tool and blend it in the background. And now I just go in and make some tiny dots with the black color. Talking about black, I just want to give you a reminder that I have an ongoing sale in my stamp shop and you will get 15% off your whole order when you use the code BLACK at checkout. There are all the details and links to the stamps in the video description. And here you see me using a paper where I have put leftover paint on. It's just a normal printer paper with acrylic paints, and I'm stamping the flowers I want to use today with Archival ink. I would prefer StazOn because it dries much faster than Archival ink, but my StazOn ink is still empty and I need to refill it, but I haven't found a refill here in Germany. I'm stamping the flowers in those areas where I get green leaves and red or pink blossoms. I'm stamping more than I normally will use, but maybe I can use those in a later project. I have cut out the flowers, but before I want to glue them down, I will add some texture to the background of this page. I wanted to add a touch of color, and therefore I'm going in with my oil pastels, and I just add a little bit of color here and there. These are permanent oil sticks. I prefer them against the water soluble ones because I don't like the way they work because of the oil base. It's a bit strange, I feel, and so I prefer wax crayons that are water soluble, but oil pastels that are permanent. When you're using oil pastels in your journal, you always have to make sure to fix them in any way because they will transfer to the other pages in your book. And I fix them by adding a thin layer of gel medium over the whole page. And with that layer, I'm sticking down my flowers. And here you can see why I have added that pink and green with the crayons, because it makes everything look more cohesive when you have the same color on the background that you also have in your main image. If this color is nowhere on the background, it can look a bit strange and a bit separated from each other. So I prefer combining the two elements, the background and the main element, by using the same colors. I also decided to stick down some old book pages just for the texture. I'm drawing in the stems and the leaves of the flowers using that black fine liner. Of course, I could have used also a Posca pen to draw in those elements. And here is my finished spread for today. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope we will see us next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.